Yeah. Genzod, man. What's up, Zodi? It's like this, man. Go to this site right here, the Pirate Bay. I'm sure you know how to do torrents and shit. You search for what I use is Adobe Audition. So you got Adobe Audition. This one up here has the most seeds on it. Look, man, after you download this, you're gonna have to scan it yourself, man, because I'm not liable if you get a virus or some shit. You know what I mean? So read the comments, find a version that doesn't have a virus in it. I think this one's probably okay. Um, as long as nobody's saying any shit about it has a virus, you know. Get the torrent, download it. It's only 352 megs, right? Um, so that's the one I use too, 2015. So you go like this, open this shit up. Yeah, man, you don't really want to use Audacity. Audacity's whack, man. Use Audition. Audition's way better. It's like Cool Edit Pro. If you ever used Cool Edit Pro back in the day. All right, so what I did was I click on multi-track up here, title it whatever, Genzod. You want to make sure the sample rate is set to the same that your sound card uses. Usually it's 44.1, so use 44.1. Say OK. It'll pop up the multi-track. Right click on this top track right here and say insert files, and you're gonna go to wherever the beat is that you downloaded, right? So I got it already open here. You're gonna click the beat and it's gonna put the beat in there. So it's got the beat in there, right? So that's gonna be on the top track. What you want to do then is so it's already got tracks open here. You want a mono track. You don't want a stereo track. There's no reason for vocals to be recorded in stereo. You want to record in mono. Just makes it easier. So click this button right here. That's got the input, mono, and then pick your mic. Your mic should be in this list. If it's not, you go to Edit, Preferences, and audio hardware right here. It's gonna pop up the audio hardware and it's gonna ask you what the input is. So right here I got my stereo mix, the microphone from my phone, and then my actual mic is right there. So you're gonna have to find your actual mic, and it's usually you can just use the standard driver that comes with whatever mic you're using. You don't have to do anything special here. So just input, select your mic, make sure that's selected, and then for the output you want obviously your whatever your speakers are going to or your headphones. Okay. Like this, mono, select it. Then what you got to do is you got to arm this track to record. So this R button right here, right there, and you'll see the bar right here is gonna give you feedback on the input. And down here is the record button. So space bar will just play it. It won't record. Space bar will play. When you're ready to record, click this record button. Now, what's up? Inside. Fucking with them bodies. You know I'm probably the illest cat you ever seen before. Yo, you gon' spit a verse? Nigga. Alright, so now after it's recorded, you see it's recorded there. If you want to redo this, you just have to click it like this, left click, and you have to press the delete key, and then it'll delete it. Undo that. You don't have to worry about mixing this shit down. I'll mix it. But the cool thing about this program, man, is once you do have it recorded like this, you can double click on this, and it'll open up the wave. And here's usually what I'll do to the vocals. You see how it's got a little bit of feedback in between the vocals and shit? Like, listen to this. You can hear the background noise and shit. Well, to get rid of that, you select that, I'll go to edit. Oh, no. Effects. Amplitude and compression. No. For this, it's noise reduction. So go to noise reduction. Go to noise reduction process, and then it'll pop up this noise reduction window. You want to capture this noise point. So capture noise point. It'll pop a little profile. Then you can just close this. So what that did was it took this little piece of just background noise and it captured the noise point. Then you want to double click the whole thing. Go back up to effects, noise reduction. Go to noise reduction again. The profile's still in there. Now with this whole thing selected, you want to just apply that. And notice how it eliminated. You can barely hear the background noise now. So button, and now yeah, it's a lot better. Then usually, like, what I do is I hard apply a compressor to it. I don't like to have like real time effects on my shit because I mean unless you have an amazing PC, it's gonna slow you way down. So you want to select the whole thing again, effects, amplitude and compression, and then go to dynamics processing. And then they got presets in here. Usually I just pick wrap presence, which is like a 3-to-1 compressor. Press apply. Yeah. What's up, Genzod? Yeah. And then normally, like at the end of this, after I record a verse, if there's a lot of breaths and shit, like, hey, this cat you ever seen before, Joe, you gonna spit a verse or fucking with? There's not a lot of breaths, but if there's a breath in here, you can just, you know, like say this is a breath right here. If this was a breath, just select this. And you just use this now. I just turned it down like that. So that makes it sound like you know, you don't have as many breaths. But I can do all the mixing and shit, man. And then once you got this recorded, you go up here to file, obviously save your project, right? But then export, multi-track mixdown, entire session. That'll do the whole thing plus the beat. To just get the vocal, you can either just go like this, double click it, and then whatever, save as, and just this will so this is your first vocal track. Save it as a WAV file, right? Send me that. Like say you do some what you want to do is some overdubs too. So after you get the main verse, like here's an example. Like here's the main verse. Yo, Genzod's whack. Everything that he spits is not intact. This kid is a fag. He can't really rhyme a lot. Yo, you ain't got no kind of Glock. Alright, so then you got the one track here. Then what you want to do is you want to do the same thing here. You want to do a mono overdub, arm the track. And usually what I do is I'll record over the whole thing first. So I'll do the exact same verse, word for word, right over it for the first overdub. Yo, Genzod's whack. Everything that he spits is not intact. This kid is a fag. He can't really rhyme a lot. Yo, you ain't got no kind of Glock. Obviously, I didn't fucking remember what I said. But that was the first one. And then I'll do another one. And this one I'm just gonna do the words like Genzod's whack, not intact. Yo, Genzod's whack. Everything that he spits is not intact. This kid is a fag. He can't really rhyme a lot. Yo, you ain't got no kind of Glock. So that's the first overdub. Then I'll do another overdub. And I'll do the exact same thing. Yo, Genzod's whack. Everything that he spits is not intact. This kid is a fag. Can't really rhyme a lot. Yo, you ain't got no kind of Glock. So I'll do that. And then I'll do a little, I'll do like a like ad-lib type of thing on the last one. So like this. Yo, Genzod's whack. Everything that he spits is not intact. This kid is a fag. He can't really rhyme a lot. Yo, you got no kind of Glock. So obviously this is all whack shit. But look. So now you got the main vocal. You got the one that you recorded over the main vocal, which is like the whole verse. Then you got 2 overdub tracks and an ad-lib track. So we already edited this one. Go back to the multi-track. This one, you'll already have your profile loaded up, so you'll just double click effects, go back to the noise reduction. This profile is still in here, so it's going to automatically remove background noise. Back to effects. You're going to hard apply this compressor again. You're going to go back. You're going to do that for every track. So you're lucky, man. You know, a lot of people don't know how to do this shit. It's not really that difficult, and obviously this is not the most professional way to fucking do it, but it's fucking easy. Um, so now I got all your tracks here. Now usually what I do is I'll solo the beat. This S button means solo. So I'll solo the beat and the first vocal, and I'll mix the first vocal so you can hear it. Like as long as you can hear it. Yo, Genzod's whack. Everything that he spits is not intact. Like this is the volume button. Yo, Genzod's whack. Everything that he spits is not intact. This kid is a fad. He can't really rhyme a lot. Yo, you ain't got no kind of Glock. See, mix the first one. Then the second one you want to be, so I solo the first one after I got it mixed. The second one you want to be a lot lower, maybe like -5 or some shit. And you just play, yo, Genzod's whack. Everything that he spits is not intact. This kid is a fad. Until it kind of fits. Then I'll add in the overdubs right here. And usually what I do with the overdubs is I'll pan one hard left, like 75, right? So -75, and then hard right 75. So now you got two overdub tracks that are left and right pan stereo, and you want these to be low as well. So we got the main overdub at 1.5. That's probably too high, so put that maybe like -3. And then you want these to be about the same. So -3 on the volume. So we got -3 on both of those. And actually, this one's the main overdub. I accidentally made it. Yeah. So, anyways, pan one of the overdubs. The first overdub, hard right -75. This one's 75. This one's gonna be -75. Yo, Genzod's whack. Everything that he spits is not intact. This kid is a fad. Alright, so then and make sure all your overdubs are about the same volume. Yo, Genzod's whack. Everything that he spits is not intact. This kid is a fad. He can't really rhyme a lot. Anyway, so you can see how, and for some reason this one, for some reason that's not edited. Like it doesn't feel like it's edited. Like I must not have saved it. So make sure once you do this noise reduction shit, apply, and then once you do the hard compressor, make sure you go to File, Save. You have to save it. Then you just go back to multi-track. Now it should be saved. This kid is a fad. I can't really rhyme a lot. Yo, you ain't got no kind of Glock. And obviously, man, this shit doesn't sound good because I put no effort into this and I wasn't even near my mic when I did it. But you get the idea. Anyway, so now say you wanna export all the vocals. So you can do export multi-track mix down entire session. That'll save the everything plus the beat. I think they got options to split them. Like if you do export session, that's gonna I'm pretty sure that's gonna split the tracks. And make sure you say yes to save all changes and shit. But what you the long way to do it is just to like double click on the file and then save as. That'll be the main vocal. Then you double click on the next file, save as. That'll be, you know, your first overdub. And then once you got all those obviously in a folder, you know how to select all the files in the folder, right click and then zip them up, right? So make sure you're saving them as waves. And that's pretty much it, man. Like, Adobe Audition is kind of dope. I just ordered myself some new monitor headphones. Like, they're coming in 2 hours. I ordered that shit on Amazon Prime now. So I'm about to get them, which is dope as fuck. And I'm about to, like, fucking start mixing shit. So if you just send me these raw vocals, like, you don't even have to go into all this effects, noise reduction, you know, and then compression or anything like that. You don't have to do any of that. I can do them for your vocals, and then I'll mix it in with my track. All right, man. My bad, dude. I ain't been around, dude. Like, I saw you was asking me and shit on Pal Talk what to use to record and shit. But yeah, this is the shit that I use right here. This is probably the best program for Windows right here. Don't fuck with Audacity, man. Audacity's not even close to this program. Anyways, man. All right, man. Hope that helps you out. All right, dude. Peace.